What's good, family? Stepping out, part two of forgiveness, and this part is related to my mother. Who I love dearly, who always held us down. Um, well, again, we grew up Detroit, rough area, rough atmosphere, a lot going on down there. Well, I can say this about a lot of the mothers that was down there is they did what they had to do to survive, right? And growing up, later, it's a lot of people I grew up with and be like, hey man, my mom put a light bill in my name. They put a gas bill in my name, man. My credit was messed up when I got older. And they kind of hold this resentment against their family. Well, a lot of these mothers did what they had to do to survive. And my thing is I always look back and say, man, well, were the lights on? Would I have really cared about credit at that age if she even gave me that option, like, hey, can I put this in your name so we can have heat, or can I put this in your name so we can have lights on and I can, be able to cook y'all food and stuff like this? More than likely, I would have said yeah. It's just that when we get older and now we dealing with the other end of that problem, we feel as if, oh, we got to have this hardcore resentment. Well, if my mother did what she had to do for us to survive, for us to have those lights on, then I don't have no resentment towards that. Yeah, I can fix that credit later, or, do whatever I got to do to get back right. And I know a lot of people feel like whatever their parents did when they were young, they have this hardcore stance on, oh, well, my mama shouldn't have did this, or my mama shouldn't have did that. Now, you keep in mind, especially like in the black community, we didn't have mental health care. That wasn't even a thing for most black people back then to be able to afford that, or somebody advocating for that, or us feeling like that was a resource for us. It wasn't a thing. So I think given the circumstances and situations, and we weren't that far removed from slave mentality, right? You talking about a whole recovering community that most of our people, our ancestors, did what they had to do. So I feel like a lot of people got to be able to step back out of their own feelings and emotions and grant forgiveness for whatever you went through as a child, and just know, some of them were struggling with mental illness. Some of them were struggling with financial problems, and whatever they did for us to survive, if you were alive and they got you through your childhood, even though some of it you might not agree with now, knowing what we know now, and a lot of you having, more intelligence, more education, and more resources to information than what our parents ever had. So I think we are to build instead of just trying to hold them accountable to stuff that they wasn't capable of doing. So I would say, if anything, build more room in your heart for forgiveness. And that's going to help you be able to move forward instead of holding that against them. That's all I got. Have a good one.